Okay, testing. Second attempt at trying to do a live stream. I don't know if it works. Hopefully it might. I'm going to go and check my live stream now and see if it's working. Like, watch myself back. Check my live stream. Oh, I can hear myself on a stream. Okay. Well, there's something. All right, I'm gonna play some Prison Architect. I don't know if anyone will watch. It's just randomly. I thought I'd try to stream and see how it all works out. I have streamed in the past, but I haven't done it for years, so you know, no idea how it'll go. I don't know if the volume is good or if it's too loud or too quiet compared to my voice. Is the sound going to drown out? So who knows? Oh, I'm going to create a new prison. No idea what to do. This is just me. I'm kind of just messing around, really. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to go with all the undead and all that. I'm gonna disable the undead because I don't really like the idea of it. Prisoner aging sounds cool. Gangs. Yeah, we'll have all this. I don't think I've got this DLC. Yeah, we'll put all this stuff in. Yeah, we'll just keep all this kind of standard, I guess. Burgundy, hello. Your family loves my content. Okay, that's good. Great. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, let's do fog of war, failure conditions. We'll generate forests. We'll have events, temperature. Staff needs always used to be bugged, but they've suddenly like updated the game, so no, I won't bother with staff needs actually. Escape plans is fine. Yeah, let's just jump in because I don't know how long I'm going to play. I'm just going to mess around really. Burgundy or anyone else, let me know what the sound is like because I have no idea what the video is like. I mean, I'm looking at it on my phone. It looks okay, but I have no idea. So foundations. Let's just build some stuff. Nice brick building. Bar intake. Something like this. Sounds good on your end. Okay, good. Yeah, I get a bit confused now because things are in different places. I used to play this a lot, and nowadays it's like, oh yeah, there's doors. Yeah. It always kind of bugs me having like the entrance door um as a prison. Oh, for God's sake, have I just cancelled that? For fuck's sake, this game, honestly. Yeah, it kind of bugs me having a prison door as the outside door. You know, the one facing the street, because it doesn't feel right to me. I don't know why. It's like because the door's made of bars. Yeah, does that make sense? This double staff door looks cool. Let's do that one. Yeah, we could have them coming in here, but then like there'll be like a separate area that they're brought into, which is like the prison bit. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just messing around, but we'll get everyone building things. Fast forward. Michaela Toski sounds fine. Strings, hello. Can't hear the game. I don't think there's not actually much game audio at the minute. Let me just turn up. Wait there. Can you hear this? Have a listen. Emperor Hadrian, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Potato Tree, hello. Love from California. Well, yeah. What does this sound? Can you hear this? This is really just a test stream because I haven't streamed in so long. I've kind of forgotten how to do it. So, you know, it's just to see if it's working. Dial 8. Damn, I was just about to go to sleep. Well, don't worry. This isn't going to be like an epic long stream or anything. It really is just a little test. Just to see. Okay, I like to put like a little fence around here as well. Just to keep everyone in, you know. Don't want anyone escaping from this place. And we'll put like one of them. I don't know where those doors are. The ones that go onto the. There we go. Road gate. Is that right? Clunk clunk. £1,000, please. Hey, Adrian, Emperor Hadrian was hyped for the stream. Well, I am. I don't know how often I'll get to do a stream. Really, it's I don't get much chance to do something like this. But I don't know. I just had a bit of spare time. I've got the house to myself, so you know, usually this time of night, it's a bit. I don't know, like. My wife will be asleep in the next room or something like that, and I just don't like, you know, my house, the way it's set up, it's quite small, so not really a room I can go in and do like a stream late at night without like waking up the household. So I don't know how often I'll be able to get like a chance to do something like this, but yeah, the mood took me, and I thought, let's just see how it goes. And we'll have a little fun stream. Nothing too serious. Just see how it all works out. And yeah, okay. If you've got any requests for what you want me to build, then just let me know. Everything's like in a different place. It confuses me. Back in the day, you just used to click on one menu and it was all there in a big confusing mess, and I was more used to that. This I'm not as sure of. Build the wires into the walls. No, not like that. I do that on RimWorld so it looks tidier. So I'm kind of playing this like it's RimWorld, to be honest. Annalena, hello. Happy to catch your stream. Well, cool. Glad to see you here. Thanks. Stick a capacitor on there as well. And yeah, we'll need to get a cell going because we've probably got some prisoners arriving soon. 8 AM, we've got 8 prisoners arriving. I could stop that if I wanted, but I think I will just let them come in. So there was a planning thing here. I reckon if I have like a little corridor like this, and this will be like the guest area. This area is kind of open. Staff and guests for visitation, I guess. This area the prisoners will get taken into. And this, it'll be like holding cell, maybe something like this. I'm not sure. Maybe that's too big. Probably don't want a big, massive holding cell, really. Yeah, that'll probably be all right. I'm thinking about. Yeah, so this will be like, they'll get brought in, and this will be like a snake line here. Just to give them less chance to escape. Yeah. All makes sense to me, okay, so. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense in a way. And I'll probably build some like office type rooms as well. Oh, I know what I need. I like to build one of those like intake rooms where they bring everyone in and like search them and stuff. So that'll go there. Potato Tree, love your Steam horror game walkthroughs. Oh, cool. I'm glad you like them. I've got another one recorded. It's not really a horror game. It's a new game that's come out that I've just been interested to play, and I recorded a bit of gameplay of that, but I haven't uploaded it yet. I've got a video for the main channel. It's all ready to go. I uploaded it last night. It instantly got the age restriction put on it, so I've had to upload, like I've been working today, mate. I've been uploading like a slightly censored version, and I'm hoping that gets past the censors. I don't know, but I'm kind of waiting on the result of that, and then hopefully that video will go live later on in, like, what time is it now? Maybe in about an hour or so. So yeah, new video for the main channel as well soon, hopefully. It's been up since about 5 o'clock today, and it hasn't yet been age restricted, but there's always time. Okay, this is all going a bit slowly. Try the new Amnesia. I only just noticed that came out. I might give it a go, yeah. Think it'd make a good video. I've only played a little bit of Amnesia: The Dark Descent, just a tiny bit, and I quite enjoyed it, but I don't know, I got so far and then I just never played much more. And I keep thinking I should go back to it and like record it, so it kind of makes me commit to it a bit more. Alright, I was going to build an office, wasn't I? I feel like I'm building too much stuff at once. Let's plan it out. Let's plan it. Needs to be 5 by 5, I think. Yeah. Damn it. Damn it. I like things to line up here. No. I'm thinking like RimWorld again. In RimWorld, you have to click a separate button to erase the plans. In this one, you just right click, which is easier, I guess. Oh, John Ryan, shout out from Texas. Oh, cool. Texas is one of those places that I want to visit at some point. Right. Foundations. Yeah, like Texas and like Tennessee and all that kind of area of America I want to go to one day. Okay, I think people might have arrived. Oh yeah, 32 seconds. And let's put another door in here. So hopefully these guys get this ready. Oh shit, wait, I've also... We'll get some guards on the go. There we go, prisoners. Prisoners are here. We haven't got anywhere to put them yet, but they're there. The game's shouting at me because I haven't got anywhere to put the prisoners, but that's just tough for now. I think we'll just let them stew. They might not like it, but that's the way it's going to be for a little while. Sorry, prisoners. Let's take a look at them. Who we got? Tim Rennie. He's a stoical person. Death by dangerous driving. What a bastard. Gareth Pierce must be in some kind of gang there with his purple mask. This guy seems like a rioter. Jimmy Moulding. Handling stolen goods. Convicted of the following crimes: theft of a pig, riding a pig through town, disturbing a vegetarian rally by throwing fresh bacon. You know, someone actually in the UK actually got put in prison for a bacon related hate crime. Putting bacon on the handle of a mosque, and he got put in prison, and he got murdered in prison, which is a crazy thing, a crazy way to die, I guess. Okay, we're building everything. We're building everything. This is going to be a bit of a nightmare, this corridor. A weirdly creative crime. Yeah, I suppose it is. Okay, walls. Here's our intake room here. Hopefully this will build all nicely. I'm not really sure how it... Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. I'll put some bunk beds in here. And we need benches as well. A bench for everyone to sit on. And then a toilet. And last time, well, I did a little test prison for that. I'll put two toilets next to each other so they can hold hands while they're going potty. Yeah, last time I used to like building a little privacy wall. Like, I've seen some of these like intake cells where there's like a little toilet and then there's a little wall next to it. And it's not really that private, but it's just a little tiny barrier. Last time I tried that on a prison in this game, it kind of messed it up a little bit. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. I don't know. It was like everyone was just it was like the pathing of the prisoners was all messed up, and they couldn't figure out how to get like. They just kept cramming into the corner. I don't know. It was weird. Right, let's put some pipes in. Okay, let's put in. I want to get my warden in at least. These guys have been outside for like a whole day now. Jamie Morgan, shrouded my favourite channel. Oh well, thanks. Thank you very much. Glad I am. Apologies if I'm not speaking much on the stream. I just, I don't know. It's kind of late at night for me. I'm kind of half asleep. Just thought I'd do a chill little gameplay. Chill game of Prison Architect. See how it's going. I think what's happened with this game is they've decided to stop developing it now. You know, they've been working on it for years. The original team, the original guys were working on it for years. And I've been following it since like the early days. And then they kind of, I think they like sold it to someone else. Might have been like Paradox Interactive or someone. And then this other team started taking out, like started doing it, and they added like loads of DLC and stuff. And I kind of lost interest then because I felt like there was loads of bugs that should have been ironed out by that point, and there was just still loads of bugs that were annoying me. So yeah, I haven't played it much since the early days of the game, where it was like it was going through development, and the guys was just seemed to be like adding loads of stuff every week, and they do like little update videos on YouTube, and I love watching them and seeing what they'd added to the game and just seeing what they were doing with it. And then yeah, and then this more professional team took over, and it just, I don't know, it didn't take my fancy as much then. I liked the plucky energy of the of the guys who were working on it in the first place. Right, okay, I've got to actually make these rooms into rooms, haven't I? Holding cell, there we go. This is now a holding cell. This is my intake room. Intake. This is on here somewhere. I cannot see it. I know there's a room called intake or something like that. Ah, is it one of these that I've got to unlock? That's annoying. Am I just being blind? Can you see this? Oh, this must be at reception. That's weird. I thought it was called intake. Needs an office, and a table, and a chair. Okay, good. What I like that they've added is when you zoom in on a room, it'll highlight the things that you need to build in that room. I think that's a nice little feature there. I think I made this reception room a bit too big, to be honest. I think they put the new uniforms on there. Have you been thinking of making a video on the world's most horrid prisons? You know what? I have. I don't. Have I mentioned that on another video, or is that just something you were wondering? Because that's strange. Because I've read a number of books about terrible prisons and just read about other things, and there is a couple of prisons that I thought of putting on a list. and I thought, yeah, that would make a good video. So, but my upcoming video, which hopefully is out soon, as long as the age restriction checks have gone through okay, that does feature, actually he's got I mentioned two really horrible prisons in there, but one of them, I mention a particular cell that's in that prison. It's a really interesting and pretty horrific solitary cell. It's what they do to them in the solitary cell. So yeah, I have got a video. The next video coming out actually has a little bit of that in it. It's not a full video about prisons in themselves, but I have been thinking about doing something like that. I read a book and I can't remember what the title of the book is called. Someone someone out there might know what I'm talking about, and it's a fictional story, but it's based on a real thing. And it was a prison cell somewhere where they were just like kept underground in these dark cells 24/7. It was like 4 guys and they were in there for years and years, and it was like freezing cold in the winter, boiling hot in the summer, and the cells were like, you couldn't stand upright in them. They were so tiny. The ceilings were so low, so you'd be constantly bumping your head, and they just all went crazy, to be honest. That's pretty much it. Right, let's get the warden, and I need to get the office. That's what I need for the warden. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the book, but I read it and I enjoyed it, and I recommend it to other people. If I could remember the name, that would be even better. There we go, the warden's office. Still haven't got the first load of people in yet, so maybe I need some more staff, to be honest. Insufficient funds. Hi, Rin Loves Traps. Nice name. Nice to see you. Taking a while to get everything in. It's all getting a bit sort of... Actually, you know what you need to do here? Tell you what you need to do. Garbage needs to... I always forget how you shrink rooms down. Garbage can literally just be that, right? That's fine for garbage. Deliveries can be way bigger. Bring all the deliveries in here. This is how you get the vans in quicker, because now they can just pile it all in wherever they want. The one in Madagascar, I can't remember what prison that is. There's one called the Bug Pit, which I was looking into, which is, as it sounds, it's like just a pit in the ground that's full of bugs, and people are put into. I remember there was one in the book Papillon, which I'm not sure if it was a real thing or not, but I was going to try and look into that, where basically every, I don't know if it was like every day or every week, every so often it would like flood in this prison, and like the water would come up, and every prisoner would basically have to like hang on to the bars of the cell to avoid drowning, and that was their life basically. It was like built in such a way that the seawater would come flooding in at high tide, and they just basically had no cell. They were just like in water the whole time. Yeah. I don't know if that was real though. I can't remember. What's this? There's no canteens accessible. Yeah, I've got no food to give anyone. Oh god. Okay, let's start building some canteens then. Just build it all quickly. Oh, no money. All right, okay, fine. Let's get some grants on the go. Positive energy. No, I don't know about that. Advanced protection. This one we need. This one we need. Okay. So this will be a little canteen for the people in the holding cell. And of course we'll need a little kitchen to go with it. I'm not sure about having the kitchen attached to the... No, I won't. I'm going to have the kitchen just here. Just a little kitchen, a little canteen. This will be a staff-only kitchen. I'm not going to have anyone working in it. Where's visitation going to go? I haven't really thought out where... No, you know what? This is going to be a bit of extra corridor here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. This is going to be... No, fine. I'll stick with my idea so far. Yeah, I think people are going to start going rioty in a minute. Look, everyone's getting searched in the rooms, though. We've got a few gang members all going in together. Sounds like there's some battles going on. Oh, God, wait. It's, Oh, not a cook. Well, I need a cook anyway, so fine. Well, let's get in here. What's going on? I knew it. Someone's fighting. Actually, yes. Let's do it like this, right? A little corridor here. I know what I'm doing. I've got a plan for this. And this can be a little kitchen over here. Yeah. That's all fine. That's all working. I know what I'm doing here. You've heard of the Joseph Fritzl case? Yes, I have. Yeah, the guy in Austria who kept his daughter or his granddaughter, someone. Oh God, it's all kicking off. Kept her in a special made cell that he'd built in his basement. Oh, it's quite a good film actually, where it was like that, and it had Brie Larson in it. And it was like she was being kept in someone's like shed in the garden with her son. One of them films, you know, when you come into a film and it's like halfway finished, but it seemed quite good from what I saw. I'm not like a big Brie Larson fan or anything, but that seemed acceptable. No, it's not at all recent, but it's one of the worst things you've ever seen. Yeah, I do remember. I remember when it came out. Like, you know, the details were revealed. It's horrific. I think, like, to me, like, those are the worst kinds of crimes. Like, the ones where people are taken away and like imprisoned and just have their freedom taken away for such a long time, and they haven't done anything. Just like innocent people, you know. And cases of I always think cases of like people trafficking, things like that. You know, like one of your loved ones goes out and they just vanish, and they've just been like trafficked into some horrific ordeal for the rest of their lives, and their family just doesn't know where to go. To me, that's like the worst thing ever. That and some kind of Fritzl type of situation. You know, I know there are horrific crimes out there, but you know, with a murder, at least there's an end to it. But imagine just being imprisoned in some sadist dungeon for like years and years, being forced to give birth to his babies. Austria gave him less time than he gave his own daughter. Oh. I mean, did he die or something? I don't know what's like. Is he still alive, that Fritzl guy? Oh god, I'm gonna have to stop intake, aren't I? Because there's too many people coming in. Can we stop now? Can we take it off? I don't know what all this is. Transfers. Yeah. Closed for intake. That's it. I've worked it out. I'm gonna need to get some solitary cells on the go as well. He's on his deathbed, but it'll be out this decade. Yeah, I mean, maybe he'll die in prison. It's quite. I guess it's hard to give like really old criminals a long sentence because, you know, they'll either just die within a few years or, you know, who knows what will happen to them. I mean, the only real way to hold on, this is weird. The only real way to give someone like Fritzl the you know, a fitting punishment for someone like that would be like to somehow like something like in Black Mirror. Do you ever see an episode of Black Mirror where it's like someone's trapped in a like their punishment for a crime? It's like they're trapped in a room, but it's a computer simulation, but it feels like real life, and it's just like it just prolongs their life for like thousands of years, something like that. But you know, for Fritzl, you know, even if they give him life imprisonment, it wouldn't be that long because he's going to be dead soon. So, you know, there's not really any way to punish him in a way that would fit his crimes. You know what I mean? He is 88 years old. Yeah. Is it possible to build a panopticon in this game? Is that the thing where? Let me see. I could be wrong here. I'm pretty sure in the Steam library someone has built one of these. Is it something like this? Imagine this is a circle. And in the middle, that's where all the guards are. And then the cells kind of go out. It's hard to build it on a thing. Say there's one corridor there with all the cells on. Cells here. Corridor there with cells on. And then, you know, it's like in 8 directions there's corridors with cells on, and the guards in the middle can see all the cells from where they are. So it makes the prisoners feel like they're being watched all the time. Is that something that I could be? I could be something completely different. Yeah, this prison is not going well, to be honest. I've forgotten what my plan was here. Oh yeah, walls. I don't. Why aren't my? I don't know why the guards can't get round here and build this. Like my guys, why can't they get round? They've got the materials to build this stuff with. Maybe I need to like. Maybe just build it like this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but they're not building this bit for some reason. Right. Yes. Okay. And I'm just trying to think where I'm going to put everything, like how I'm going to do it in a secure way, so that's. Yeah, I think. Yeah, like that. That makes sense to me, I think. I could look in the Steam workshop for a panel. Nah, it's too much of a pain in the ass. Maybe on a future video I'll just look up someone, because I'm pretty sure someone's built the panopticon and could see if it does work in the game. Oh my god, what the hell? Look at this. What's going on? Substance of land has destroyed a section of our outer wall. That's ridiculous. I can't believe the game just does that. The whole wall to the... Ah, no way. Should be repaired immediately. Oh, really? You think I should repair this, do you? Is that your opinion on that? Is it? That's stupid. I can't believe it did that to me. Look at this. Right, let's build the walls up. How dare this game have the... Look at that. Alright, let's get every guard. I don't even know where all the guards are, to be honest. I think they're all like injured. They're there. Do you have to put down foundations? You do have to put down foundations. This is just a random event though in the game. What it wants you to do is put a perimeter fence on. And usually when you get that event, it destroys a part of the fence that's going around the prison. So it's not usually this destructive, but because this is basically the perimeter of my prison, it decided to just randomly destroy some walls containing the bloody prisoners there. So look, all my injured guards can't even chase down these guys. Look how many escapes I'm going to get today. Can you please stop these guys? Because there's no way you're going to catch him. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. They're bloody hopeless, aren't they? You get him then. He's right behind you. You just... Oh, I better just stop. Yeah. All right, there we go. I've got one at least. Two people escaped. You're just going to let him walk past you, are you? Okay, good. Well, not a good start. Not a good start. Guess I'll need to do intake. Set the dogs on him. Yeah, I haven't even unlocked dogs yet. That's the thing. What a bloody show. They've got nowhere to put anyone. The holding cell is completely open to the air. I can't believe that happened. Yeah, so the guys who were the developers of the game, the current holders of the game who have been working on it, have decided to like stop working on it because it's been ages, and you know they're kind of pretty much done with it. And they released like a last update that fixed a load of things and added some extra things, but I can't remember what it is that they added. But I thought I'd give it a go just to see how it's going. Please, can you? This guy's going to make a run for it any second now. It's like they're taking people and putting them into this cell, but then there's not actually a cell there for him to go into. The guards are in on it. Yes, that is it. Yep. It's like, oh no, he's escaped. Like in Willy Wonka when you know, when the childs are getting into some sort of dangerous situation, and Wonka's just in the background. Stop, please, in a really sarcastic voice, because secretly he wants to see the children dead. Yeah, I can't believe this happened. How dare it? Really need some solitary cells as well. This is just an awful situation. Look what it's done to my... Look at this. No floor. Just messed up my whole prison. Not dead, just hideously deformed. I don't know what that's in reference to. I've lost track of the conversation. Right, maybe I should make this my temporary solitary cells here, just so I can start getting people into the cells. Hopefully I've got enough money for them. Yeah, this whole thing is now counts as being outdoors. Doesn't even count as a room anymore. What am I meant to do now? Is that just a have I just got to write off that room now? Who knows? I don't know how you now turn that into an actual building. Maybe if I put some flooring down, that would be good. Try that. No, it's got to be. It doesn't count as being indoors anymore. God. Well, great. Try this. Patch it up somehow. That might work. I don't know. It doesn't seem to want to let me for some reason. Come on, I know you can. I know. There's a bit of. Who knows what I'm doing here? What's going to happen now? What the builders going to build? I mean, I think we should just let those guys escape because I haven't got any way of feeding them. So basically, they're all going to starve to death anyway. It's a pretty terrible prison, to be honest. They're, you know, I don't blame them for trying to escape. Right, solitary is here somewhere. Let's turn these. Oh, don't break the walls down. Oh. Oh, God. I don't understand where the bit is where like. Oh, it's because there's no wall there. Okay. I'm getting really frustrated now. This is ridiculous. I'm so angry. Oh, the kids in Willy Wonka. Oh, okay, yeah. You can tell it's late. I'm saying one thing and then immediately forgetting what I'm saying the next second. Yeah, they weren't actually killed, were they? They were just like deformed or just put through something absolutely horrific. Like, is it who goes through the pipe? Is it Augustus Gloop who falls in the chocolate river and then he goes through this pipe? And I always found that really awful. Like when I was watching it as a kid, I thought, oh, imagine that. That must be horrible. Like so suffocating. Being like drowning in chocolate, but then being inside this tiny little pipe. I couldn't imagine anything worse. I'd rather be in Fritzl's sex dungeon than that, I think. Right, rooms. This room's no longer indoors. I can't figure out how to make it go indoors. It doesn't seem to want to let me. Maybe if I do that. The boat ride. Yeah. The boat ride was pretty bad though, to be honest. And I did like the Marilyn Manson music video that sort of was a play on that. The can't remember the tune. The one that goes, I peek into the hole, I struggle for control. The one off the Portrait of an American Family album. Dope Hat, I think it's called. Yeah, the music video for Dope Hat, and it's basically just that tunnel scene where they're going on the boat, but there's all messed up things on the wall. And the intro to Portrait of American Family album is Marilyn Manson doing a little dialogue, doing the dialogue from that boat scene. Which is, yeah, it's a horribly disturbing moment in a kids' movie, isn't it? That whole thing. Right, okay, let's... what am I doing now? Walls. Oh, I'm sick of this already. I remember now why I don't play this game, because it annoys me so much. I don't know whether to build the canteen already, just so that they have somewhere to go, but they might get in there and be so angry that I haven't actually got any food to give them that they'll start rioting. And that's my worry. That's my main worry. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Like this. This makes more sense. Absolutely revolting looking place. How many prisoners are left? There are apparently 6 prisoners. You can see up there how many I've got left. I suppose it is hard to see the actual writing. 6 prisoners. Maybe I should do another intake actually. All available. 49 prisoners turning up. Let's just do it for the fun of the stream. I mean, like I say, it's not a serious stream. 49 prisoners. What could go wrong? I think maybe I should build a perimeter. I mean, not a serious perimeter here, just at least having just in case we get that event where it suddenly randomly just destroys the wall. It'll give us a little bit of leeway here. I think it does just goes to or just randomly picks a wall on the outside of your prison and just destroys it. So it just destroyed that for no reason. It will be mayhem. Okay, yes. Well, better than having just 6 prisoners lying there, and I think they're all just injured and not doing too well for themselves. Demolish walls. There we go. People are going to be kicking off any minute now. Already. And they're trashing the place as well, which is great. Right, okay. I need the objects in here, don't I? Sinks. A bin just for the look of the thing. Yeah, I've been playing RimWorld for so long that I kind of automatically go for the RimWorld controls. So I think in RimWorld pressing E rotates an object, whereas in this it's pressing R. Yeah, the problems in life. Yeah, I'm quite excited for that intake. 6 hours, 7 hours, they'll be here. And our 4 guards will have quite a meal on their hands. I don't know why they're not taking people into solitary. It might be that these prisoners are just on a lockdown rather than an actual solitary. I think I need to get another cook. And I need a yard. And that is part of my grant. I think once I've done that, we'll start getting some more money in, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got to build a shower. That's something they're missing. A bloody shower. Well, I suppose they could have somewhere to wash if they really wanted to. Alright, fine. Fine. I'll begrudgingly build them a shower if I have to get this grant. It's gonna knock down this wall, isn't it? Well, we'll see. We'll see how it works. $9 minimum security, 40 medium security. Any minute now, here they come. We'll get a lot of money though. Watch this. Watch this cash flow. Hi guys, come in. Come in. Yes, I also let's get the warden researching finance. Okay, okay. Yard. A yard here, and we've got to actually think of some way to get them out into the yard. I'd really like a door that's just a jail door, but it's like, you know, like a nice secure door. Maybe this one. No, that doesn't work. I'd like a jail door, because these doors are quite secure, but I'd like one that looked more like a door that would go outside. You know, the aesthetic of this door, it's got bars on it, so it bothers me that this is a door that leads outside. I feel like that shouldn't be. I feel like it should be a nice closed-in door, but with the security of a jail door. I don't know. There's a way of putting like spikes on top of the... Let's have a look. Is it in here somewhere? There's a way of putting barbed wire on top of the yard here. Let's see if it's in here somewhere. Barbed wire, there we go. Let's put this around here. I don't want them escaping. Try getting over that, suckers. Yeah, here come all the prisoners, look. Did that just bring people in and not drop anyone off? What's going on? Did I just miss the people coming in? Here we go. We've got proper intake now. I don't know what that was all about. It was like 3 buses turned up and it just drove right through. Maybe it did do the intake and I just wasn't paying attention. Oh, here come the rest of them. Oh, okay, I see. I was a bit confused. I wasn't sure what was going on. What's going on with the plumbing here? I think I need to put electrics up to the plumbing thing there. Yes, it should be working, it's just... Yeah, okay, that works. Okay, good. Good. How many people are coming in? Maybe I should hire more workmen. This probably would help me out a little bit. I think that's a problem I'm having. Look at this guy here with the face. You, Matthew the Geek Levesque. He looks nothing like his picture there. I know that people who paid a certain amount to support the game while it was in early access got to have their own artwork in the game. This gang, the red gang's coming to take over, I think. One of my favourite things in the game is the gangs. I love that they added that. And there's like turf wars and gangs like fight for dominance. Adds a real dynamic to the game that I enjoy. I wish they would hurry up with this brick wall here. Wasn't working. I was trying to open that gate. Yeah, I didn't think I thought I'd get more money for the people coming in, but it feels like there's not much. Are you off now? I'm basically being the doorman. Oh, there we go. Nice bit more intake there. Bit more cash. Look at this. Look how many people there are just waiting to be taken to the cell. Here come more. I thought that was the end of it. No. Oh, no, even more. Okay, great. Do they have a place to sleep? Yes. This is where they sleep. They've got 4 bunk beds to share between them. Well, that's annoying. I thought they would just build through the tree, just dismantle it as they went, but no. No, I've got to do it for them. Oh god, look at this. You ready for your dinner, guys? Are you hungry? Yeah, it has been a few days since we fed you, innit? Well, don't worry. Don't worry, our canteen's all set up now. Oh, the chief's coming for a phone call. Gang members band together because they have similar interests. Sometimes they also dislike specific criminal offences. Alright? For example, if you put bacon on a mosque door handle, then, you know, they might not take kindly to that. Yeah, this is probably a mistake. It's probably a mistake. Just sort it out, will you guys? I mean, they're kicking off before they've even got to see the canteen. They don't know what horrors are going on in there. I should probably hook up the washing, the cooking things. The oven, that's what it's called. An oven. This is how brotherly bonds are formed. Yes, indeed. This is, you know, real camaraderie here. Oh, there was a little photograph there that I almost got to click on, but it got put in the garbage too quickly. Look, here come more. More brotherly bonds to be formed here. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't open the gate when I click on it. What's going on here? Like, why? Maybe if I bulldoze. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Is there some way of removing stumps? I don't know. Apparently I can't build a wall there. Oh, fine. That work? Just this area here. Just no, not allowed. Sorry, no fence there. This area here is kind of open, isn't it? So the tree's revenge. Yeah, that's it. Haunting me from beyond the grave. I keep forgetting that these guys like this. There's a guy here that's completely stuck now. Be nice if you didn't have to get stuck constantly. Alright guys, how you enjoying your dinner? What's that? What's that? You want food? Food and sleep. And the environment stinks. You don't say. You know this place is meant to be for punishment, right? No walk in the park. You can't expect to get fed every day. Isn't the rich, you know? The entitlement of these people, honestly. There's someone in solitary. This will just become a corridor eventually. This won't be solitary forever, but it's just temporary solitary cells just to put the badly behaved people who just think they can come in here and cause problems for us. I'm not having it. Large jail door just there. Plonk. That'll be where they go in for their showers. That's where people get stabbed and bummed. Well, it usually happens in prison showers, isn't it? From what I've heard. And I also need like a medic's place, don't I? Hospital. Another good thing to build is a little thing called the exports. There we go. I'll have it over here and it'll get rid of all these trees. They'll sell them for money. This guy's kicking off in solitary already. Right, let's fast forward it a bit. I'm kind of like paranoid to hit fast forward too much because of all the people. It's like a real pressure cooker this is, and I'm just paranoid about everyone going mental. Oh, just moving my microphone here. I have got my microphone propped up on a James Herbert book and a Stephen King book. Stephen King's Under the Dome and the James Herbert collection. But it was too high up. So, yeah. Little insight into the exciting life that I lead over here. Propping up books on microphones and that sort of thing. Okay, hopefully we'll start seeing these guys cooking some actual food today. I mean, finally, after like a week of being here, they'll... No, maybe not. Maybe we won't. I don't know what's happened there. Has the power gone off? Maybe we need more capacitors. That could be it. Oh shit, I forgot to turn off intake. What's this now? More people. Oh good, come on in. Come on in. We've got room for everyone, yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be lovely in there. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Here's the chief with a call. We've discovered a crooked guard working with a gang. I've marked them in the staff tab on your reports. Make sure to fire them. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at our staff here. This one. Ozone Erexi. This is, I don't know about it. No, I was just going to click on him to have a look. No, fired. Straight out of here. Oh, Anon Ops. Hello. First time catching a stream. Love your main channel. Been fascinated with trip reports, especially Deliriance lately. Yeah, I haven't done any trip report videos in ages. Yeah. Although I don't know if you watched the Trip Keeper, Tales from the Trip. He's got like an entire channel of just reading out crazy trip reports. Yeah. He seems like a cool guy. I chat to him on Instagram quite a bit. So there's if you like trip report readings, I recommend that channel. I think when those videos, I kind of, I'd read a few crazy like Datura trips and things like that, and I wanted to speak about them, and I thought it'd be cool to do like a trip reading video. But then after that, I got all the ones that I wanted to read out of the way really early on, and then I couldn't really find any other trips that I really wanted to read from. I started one on like LSD trip reports, and I don't know what it was. I started reading them, and I just thought I don't really like. I'm not really that interested in these reports. They're just a bit crazy, a bit weird, but they're not as like. I don't know. I do find the Deliriant ones, like the Datura ones, absolutely fascinating. But yeah, I don't know what it was. I started doing an LSD one, and I thought, I'm kind of bored of doing this. It's not really doing it for me. So yeah, I kind of stopped doing them after that. Okay, let's try and build him a shower. Oh, you watched Tales from the Trip. That's cool. Salvia would be good. Those have a specific type of fear in them, yes, indeed. I think I did a video of like the worst trip I've ever had. I can't remember if it was the Sal. I think it was the Hawaiian Baby Woodrow Seeds trip. But I also had a really crazy trip on Salvia when I did like 60x strength. And there was a video of it up on YouTube for a while on a now deleted channel. It got like I don't know what happened to it. It just got shut down one day. I just got a message off YouTube saying your channel shut down. Probably because I had like salvia trip videos on there and stuff. But yeah, I just the video was me basically smoking a big bong of salvia, and it was 60x strength, and then I just stared at the ceiling for a couple of minutes, like completely zonked out, and then I just grabbed the bong that's on the table and like sweep it off the table and smash it to pieces. They're quacking Donald Duck duckbills. Yeah, that's it. I know you've heard me talk about this, Strings. You're an old-time viewer. But yeah. Oh god, there's a riot. Well, what did I expect packing all these people in? But yeah, this was crazy. All the smashed up bong bits turned into Donald Duck bills that were just quacking away. And I only remember a few snippets from that trip. Sadly, the video is gone. There was a bit in the video where I tried to like clamber up onto the counter of the kitchen, and like I'm going to climb out the window, and my friends like have to stop and grab me. Okay, this is not going well. There's a riot. Let's call in the riot police. Woo, woo, woo. That's your favorite part of that story. Yeah, I bet you've heard it like 1,000 times. Oh, not that bloody salvia story again. The prisoner is acting out. They seem to have reached their boiling points. Perhaps we aren't doing enough to meet their needs. I don't know about that, honestly. What more could they need apart from food and exercise and, you know, freedom and space and somewhere to sleep? I'm doing all that I can, to be honest, Chief. You know? A bong of that stuff, yeah. To be honest, I'd done salvia quite a lot in the past in university. My first year of university, a guy who would go on to become my best, like one of my best friends in life, still one of my best friends. But you know, it was first time meeting this guy. He turns up, and he had like this bag, and it was almost like a pillowcase full, and it was full of this like, it wasn't any kind of extract. It was salvia leaf, and it was like just dried leaf, like whole leaves in this bag. But he'd got it from some website, which is, I don't think it exists anymore. But they would, apparently, according to the website, they got it from like some Peruvian shaman or wherever salvia comes from. They got it from like the people that like grow it and stuff. It was like the real deal stuff. And we'd smoked that for like years by this point. You know, all through uni, we'd done salvia quite a few times, and had some, even on that like unextracted leaf, we'd had some like crazy trips, like some really like powerful moments and experiences, which is strange. So I thought, I'm quite experienced with it, to be honest. You know, I'd done it quite a lot of times, and I'd done a few like low strength extracts. And by the way, this is me in my youth. I used to do this sort of thing. I'm not like this anymore. I don't do like random drugs or anything. I'm quite a sensible guy nowadays. But back then, you know, being young and stupid, and I thought, well, I can handle it. I've done salvia for years. 60x. It can't be that much different. But it was like I was in another world, and I had no idea that there was like a physical reality outside of this trip. I just felt like I was in it, and it was like that was my entire reality. And I don't think, you know, it kind of put me off. Probably a turning point for me, actually, doing that. Probably made me see, you know, not that I completely became extremely sensible after that moment, but it probably put me off doing a lot of crazy things, that experience. the gung-ho nature of just jumping into things without considering the risks. Right, yes, this is all going insanely badly. It's as if I'm not even trying, to be honest. Look at this. You can hear him all moaning in pain and frustration. This guy, he's got need for bowels. He's craving bowels. Still no food in the canteen. I don't know. Is there something going on here? It's as if it's being run really, really badly or something. I don't know. It's weird. This guy's been released. Thank God, get me out of this hellhole. Look, he's got something on him. You know what I'm gonna do before he goes? Let's where's a guard that isn't too injured? I can't see him. Can't get him. Where's that prisoner? Search the prisoner, because I think I seen him with something there. How are my Athena, however you say that word, my cacti doing? Pretty good. I had some peyotes which are slow growing, but like to a point where I think, look, he had, what was that, a giant salami or something? Oh, a chainsaw. Okay, good. Yeah, he's got himself a chainsaw. Yeah, I've had peyote for years, and you've probably seen pictures of them at some point, and they don't look any different. They're like little tiny buttons, and they've been that way for years, and I don't know why they're not growing at all. I know they're really, really slow growing cacti, but yeah, they seem exceptionally slow growing, as if there's something wrong with them. Oh, I haven't switched the power back on. That's probably one of the problems I was having. I've got another one, a San Pedro. It's either a San Pedro or a Peruvian torch cactus, which was my biggest cactus, and it's really started growing now as I've started putting it outside, because I think the problem I've had this cactus for like 10 years or more, and it never used to grow at all because I was always in a place which never got much sun. You know, little pokey flats or just houses that didn't have very good sun on the garden. But now I've got a nice south-facing garden, and it's quite a, you know, it gets a lot of sun all through the day, and the cactus is big enough to put outside, and it's really shooting up. It's like, you know, I reckon it'll be as tall as me eventually. I might need to repot it this year, actually. I'm trying to think what other cacti I've got. I've got some other random like little ones, and they're doing well. Like the San Pedro ones, the sort of cylindrical, like tall cylindrical ones, all seem to be doing quite well now that I'm in this house with this garden. But yeah, the peyote, I don't know what it is. They just don't. I think they just don't like me. I think it's a personal thing, to be honest. The peyote plants just refuse to grow for me. They don't. One of them died, but they just seem to be just staying in a sort of state of stasis, just not growing at all. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of strange. Do I think I'll ever chop it up and brew it? I don't know. I wouldn't mind trying it. Like I say, I'm not. These days, I'm a bit more sensible. I don't do a lot of crazy things like that anymore. But I wouldn't mind trying it one day, in a very sensible fashion. You know, you can always tell a serious psychonaut when they, They don't do it to trip. They don't do it to have fun. They do it for a spiritual experience, don't you know? Which always sounds really pretentious to me, but maybe I could convince myself to do it if I did it in that sort of frame of mind. I'm not sure. Right. Also, in the past, I had quite bad mental health problems, which always put me off doing anything like that. It lasts. I don't know how long it's been. The last 9 or 10 years. I had really bad depression and anxiety, to the point where I was starting to hallucinate from the anxiety. Really, it got really bad. So I was always really scared of doing anything that would affect my mind in that way, because it might just make it worse. Nowadays, I feel kind of a bit more mentally stable. I feel like I've weathered all the terrible things that life's thrown at me. Or all my worst fears have basically come true in the last 9 years or so. So, I feel like now I'm like, oh, that's fine. I can weather this. Next terrible event, please. I'm fine with this. You once had a drug-induced psychosis, which has put you off trying much. Yeah, I know. I've got a friend who he had a really bad reaction to something. I can't remember what it was, but after that he wouldn't touch anything. I don't think he even really drinks or anything these days, because he said every time he tried to, maybe he smoked some weed or something, he would feel he could feel this bad trip that he'd had coming on him. He felt like he was going to experience it again, and he was just so scared of having this experience come back in a flashback that he never touched anything again after that. Anxiety keeps you from trying things. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a good thing about anxiety. Not that there's anything much good about it. But yeah, I was on and off. Still no food for the prisoners. I was on and off antidepressants for years, and they just, I don't know. It kind of worked, I think, but also they were making me really lethargic and sleepy, and I don't think they really fixed anything. I think they just sort of masked the problem, and then as soon as I come off them, it would just come back again instantly. It wasn't like I was actually dealing with anything. So it was once I came off them and just started weathering these things in life, that I started to feel better within myself. But yeah, the anxiety was terrible. I was like at one point I had such bad anxiety that I was hallucinating. It was like I was walking up the stairs in the house, and it was like there was a black shadow following me up the stairs. I'd see it over my shoulder and panic, get a panic attack. I'd turn around quick. Oh my god, I'm being pursued. I'd get this constant feeling that I was being pursued by something, and if a car pulled up outside my house, I'm pretty sure there's a scene in Breaking Bad when Jesse's all hopped up on something, and oh, my phone's gone off, so I can't see the chat. But anyway, yeah, I think there's a scene in Breaking Bad like that, where he's all hopped up on some drugs and it's giving him mad anxiety. And every time a car pulls up outside, he thinks it's the police or someone coming to get him. That was exactly what I was like. I was hallucinating shadows following me, shadow creatures, and also just anything someone outside the house just a car pulling up, or you know when the cars like stop to let another car past. Like for a brief second, I'd like panic, full on panic. Hated it. Hold on, I'm just gonna get my phone charger. Yeah, I was just getting my... Oh, I've had another death. I was using my phone to watch the chat, but then my battery's gone, so I've got to go and I've got to charge up my phone before I can see the chat. So if anyone's leaving a message, I don't think there's too many people in there, so the chat, it's not like the chat's moving quickly or anything, but just bear with me while my phone charges up enough to switch back on. What was I talking about before? Anxiety. Yeah. Not good. Not a good thing to have. That's all I can say about that. I'm sure most people have experienced terrible anxiety anyway. I think it's just it's a modern disease, isn't it? Quite a lot of people experience it and know how bad it is. Yeah. Got really bad actually for me. I was on like a suicide sort of, not like a suicide watch, but it was like they sent like a mental health crisis team round to my house, and it was like I was on a prescription for antidepressants, but they would only let me buy like 2 tablets at a time or something, because it was like an alert on it from my doctor not to give me too many tablets in case I tried to overdose myself. Yeah, it was a bad time. But then that was like the rock bottom for me. That was like the worst. And then after that, things started to get better somehow. I don't even really know how. It's not like my life suddenly got a load better. It was just like, I don't know. It was like I got to the very depths of how bad things could be, and then just, I don't know. It's just on the up from there. I think one thing was I quit my job because I was just feeling a bit like impulsive. Just quit my job, started plowing all my energy into doing like YouTube videos and things. I had this channel, but then I hadn't uploaded on it for years because I was going through all this stuff, and then I thought, well, let's just put my energies into something good, like try and actually do something, and that's like a positive thing came about it, because I'd gone through all this anxiety and stuff, and it was terrible. And then I just thought, right, let's just quit my job. What have I got to lose? I started working on YouTube, and then things kind of looked up for me after that. I started to get a bit more happy, and yeah. And it's not like good things have happened since then. It's like, I've had some really, really bad things happen in my life, but I just feel like I can like weather them now. Just, I've got the mental strength. Recently my cancer came back again for the 3rd time. Just like a couple of months ago. Boom, cancer back. Great. I was completely fine with it. I wasn't even that stressed. I think in the past I would have been like a complete mess. I was actually like, mildly put out. Had some surgery, and luckily my last scan, it hasn't spread anywhere else, so it's all fine. But it was a bit, it was slightly nerve-wracking waiting for the scan results and getting the surgery and stuff. But I really feel like I'm like quite, don't know. I feel like I can weather a lot of bad things in my life nowadays. I don't know what I'm going on about. Just mumbling on until it's getting late. because I'm just talking bollocks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's in chat chatting away or if there's even anyone even watching still. I'm just sort of talking into a microphone, but I can't actually see if you know, the stream could be down for all I know. Right, there we go. Phone's on. Right, okay. I don't know why I'm still building on this game. I feel like I'm just messing around. But let's get another office. I like this lamp. I'm going to put this in here. I don't even think I need it. I just like it. My phone has been wanting me to do an update for God knows how long. Just constantly reminds me. Would you like to do an update? No, I wouldn't really. Sure you wouldn't want to update your phone now? I know your phone works completely fine without this update, but would you not like to stop what you're doing right now and do an update? No thanks, actually. Okay, I can see chat again now. People are saying things. The Breaking Bad scene is the perfect way to explain it, yeah. Okay, people saying they've been there with anxiety. Yes, I mean it's good sometimes just to know you're not like when you go through stuff like that, you kind of feel a bit alone. And it's good sometimes. Like I remember like watching someone else's video online where they were talking about what they were going through, and it was very, you know, it was just good to hear that people were going through similar things to me. Weed gives you the fear every time now, yeah. I know what that's like as well, actually, yeah. Probably a PTSD from when you were getting arrested that time and you were worried you were going to prison. I think that's what set off my like massive anxiety that time. Blep, love your videos, thank you. Sorry for the slow reply on that. I was my phone was dead. Annalena says, to me, your videos are always my comfort zone when I'm stressed. You know what? I was actually thinking of doing because I have a number of videos when I'm stressed out. I go and watch. Like I have my own like comfort videos that I go and watch, like certain channels. Like Nick Jenkin, he does like gaming videos. I really like angry video game nerd videos. Going back to the old ones, just feel like so comfy. And I was thinking about doing a video just talking about the channels that I like to watch when I'm stressed out. You know, it wouldn't really fit on my channel, but I think I might do it anyway, just because it, you know, it's some way to show my appreciation for the video creators that have like, you know, like they've helped me out a bit in stressful times, just for having made content that's I found relaxing and found comforting to watch. So I might do a video like that in the future. I've been sort of thinking about it. There's a few creators that I like, and there's a few creators that help me get to sleep. And there's people that like, I don't know. I've slept listening to their voice so many times. It's like kind of weird. I don't know where all these. There's so much chaos going on. I'm not even really paying attention to things. It's 1:22 a.m. Oh bloody hell! I didn't even realise that was the time, to be honest. Oh, okay, right. Hold on. I wondered why they weren't using the shower. It's because I haven't actually set this room up as a shower. I think this will complete my grant. There we go, grant completion. I actually went to school with a man called Grant Completion. Hi, Devoured Eagle. Greetings. Been listening the whole time. James Rolfe did a fake relaxation tape. I didn't know that. That sounds good though. Yeah. James Rolfe's videos, him and Mike Matei. I really love James and Mike Mondays. I really wish they still made those. I love old AVGN. I like watching Mike Matei's videos on his channel. Any of those guys. Your old videos really helped me get through a hard time in my life. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, Strings. Been around. I mean, how many years have you been like hopping in and out of my videos for? It's strange to think sometimes how you like can watch people for like a decade or more. It's weird, you know. I realize that with like some of the people that I've been watching. You know, you see an old video theirs pop up and it's like 12 years ago, 14 years ago they posted this. And you're like, oh my god, I've been watching. At least that long. Look, we've got some guys starving over here. At least we have got some food. Yeah, this has all gone wrong to be honest, but you know, it wasn't really a prison that I was planning on like continuing. Look at this guy with a set of keys, all brazen. I was just doing it for the fun of the stream, really. Turned into the oversharing stream, I think. Talking about bloody anxiety attacks and whatever else. Look at the yard they've got. What fun for them, just to wander around in circles. I might just continue with intake. Let's get another 29 people in, just for fun. At least people are getting food now, some of them. You've been listening to my spooky stories and it helps because you've got tinnitus. Yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad that's... probably nearly 10 years. First video I watched Shrouded was, is Santa actually Satan? I can't remember how long ago it was. My channel has gone through a lot of different themes and the stuff. When I first started it, it was a lot of like, I know I still do quite clickbaity thumbnails and things, but you know, it was just covering any crazy paranormal topic I could find, really, and it, you know, I'd just do it in the most like clickbaity way possible and just cover things in a really ridiculous way. I wanted it to be like, you know, those old covers of, you ever seen those old like covers of the National Enquirer when it's like, I don't know what stories, they always have some like insane sounding story about like someone being an alien or something like that, like Elvis is an alien or something, and this insane picture. I kind of wanted it to be like that when I first started the channel. You know, I was just doing it for a laugh and just having like stupid subjects like that. And you know, some of the videos were kind of troll videos as well. You know, I'd put like memes in them and stuff. I wasn't really caring, but then I think as it grew, the channel, you know, I didn't feel comfortable just making like daft stupid videos because people were actually invested in watching them then, you know. people actually want to see like researched videos and stuff. So I, started spending a lot more time making sure the videos are some semblance of quality in them. I mean, the quality does vary, but did the stream go down there? Oh, there's a riot! Oh no! Is the stream still running? I'm like trying to look at it on my phone. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, I just paused for a second. I'd be perfect at narrating creepypastas. GF Hell, got my routine of always sleeping to Shrouded. Oh, that's cool. Although, yeah, do you not find it strange? Like, there is, like I said, there are certain people that I fall asleep to, and then, I don't know, sometimes I think about it, and I think it's a bit weird that, like, I listen to this person speaking into my ear as I'm sleeping. Like, often. Really often. Like, I don't know why that's strange. It's just there's something a bit weird about it, and I mean I don't mean weird in a creepy way. Just like sometimes I just think about it, think, oh, it's a bit strange. Like that person like speaks to me as I'm asleep. The leader of one of the gangs in the prison is currently being punished. Okay, I don't care about that. Look, a riot is just all a bit of fun. I think. Look at this, it's all going crazy. It's all going crazy. Bang everyone up just for fun. Bang up all sectors. No, that isn't what I wanted, does it? Oh, what does that do? Guard response. Instantly. I don't think I've got any conscious guards, to be honest. No good. No good. Could try and build a cell block and try and get people in. The casual videos just going through news articles and videos are always fun, even if they are not super researched. Yeah. On that note, I don't know whether you watch the podcast that I sometimes go on, the Paratalk podcast. But sometimes Reeves has me on there, and we're going to start doing, we've just recorded the first one. It's basically that we're going through like weird news articles. It's on a podcast, so it's audio only, but it's me and Reeves just chatting about weird news stories and things on his podcast. We're going to be doing it like I think about once a month. Don't know. Yeah, that's basically the same thing, but it's two people, and so that should be coming out soon on his. If you follow the Paratalk podcast. Is it on Spotify or YouTube? I don't know if it's on Spotify. I know he has his own website where you can listen to the podcast, and also I think he does upload them to YouTube. Alright, this riot is... I don't think there's any chance of... I don't think there's any chance of it. Let's get the riot police back in. Yeah, I'm not actually sure if it's on Spotify. It's not my podcast or anything. It's Reeves who runs it. Originally it was two people. It was Reeves from the UK and Gareth from America, and they had I don't know if it was like a weekly podcast or something. They'd always have like a guests on and talk about different weird paranormal subjects. But then Gareth died during the COVID pandemic, died of COVID, sadly, and so Reeves is kind of keeping the mantle going of the podcast on his own, but he has like a different guest on, like a different co-host, I guess, every week. And I've been on it quite a few times, and we just decided to do like a more, maybe make it more of a regular thing, and do it similar to those news videos that I used to do, just looking at weird stories. We'll have to check it out. Yeah, it's called Paratalk. Like paranormal, but Paratalk podcast. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some more of those casual sort of videos. I've recorded one where I was talking about artificial intelligence and like where I thought it was going to go, and I don't know. It's like on my channel, but it's unlisted because it's basically up for patrons to listen to, and then I don't know. I just wasn't. I didn't think it was good enough to put out as like a. I wasn't that happy with it. Wasn't too sure. I think it's hard to talk about AI and where it's going to go because I think it's pretty much impossible to predict what's going to happen with it, and that's the kind of the problem I had with my video. Was I was sort of talking about where I think it's going to happen with it, and then afterwards I was just thinking, well, no, because we don't actually know. It's so, this technology is going to go so like advances so like propel us into the future, into the sci-fi future of our dreams or our worst nightmares, and there's just no way to actually predict what's going to happen, and it's futile to do so. So I never released a video, but yeah, I did try doing like a video where I just sort of more just chatting casually. Changing so rapidly, yeah. The problem is like, I think my main prediction, and I'll say it here, and then it'll be on some sort of record, is that we'll have like the way we consume entertainment will change to the point where we just basically make our own entertainment instead of waiting for a YouTuber to make a video or for a production company to make a TV show or a film. We will just basically generate our own films and content, like whatever we want to see. For the most part, it'll sort of revolutionize the way we consume media. That's one prediction, and I think that will be maybe like in the short term, and then what after that, the advances just become so impossible to predict because. And I actually, on this podcast coming out with me and Reeves, I actually talk a bit about that as well. I think it'll enter a realm where it'll almost seem like paranormal, like the technology will be able to like read our minds and detect things that we can't even like, make weird scientific discoveries that we can't even like imagine are possible. I don't know what, like, paranormal discoveries. Time travel will become possible. We will be able to transport our bodies from one side of the universe to the other in a matter of seconds. I will be able to transfer my head onto the body of a poodle. That sort of amazing wild fantasy scenario will become real. I don't know what's going on with this prison, to be honest. I kind of don't know what's going on. Just, I feel like the prisoners are running the system now. This redness here means that they're taking over. I don't even know if it's possible to save it. We've got plenty of money though, so let's just. Sort of what Terence McKenna predicted happening. Yeah, I don't know much about his predictions, but did he not predict that like we'll be uploading our consciousness into computers and things, that sort of thing? Which they've almost sort of started doing that. Not really like uploading consciousness, but they've started talking about reanimating dead people's profiles with some sort of artificial intelligence. So say like your nan dies and she had a Facebook account. Some technology will be able to go in and like it'll be like your nan's still posting on Facebook every day, but it's not really her because she's dead. But it's an artificial intelligence that is good enough to be able to replicate exactly what she would do, and you could like chat with her and stuff. It seems really sinister to me, but that's getting towards that sort of technology, isn't it? It's almost like having your personality uploaded to something. While you're in uni in Wales, we were allowed to use AI to help you write your essays. Is that your wildest dream, a poodle body? Well, yeah. I thought that was everyone's wildest dream. He talked about the idea that in the future, every individual would be creating their own culture. Oh, well. I haven't heard that. I'd have to look into Terence McKenna a bit more then. It sounds interesting. AI is just very Black Mirror, yeah. And that's what they do in Black Mirror, isn't it? There's a whole episode where they like reanimate a dead person into almost in like a robotic body, isn't it? Well, that technology is here now, just without the body. It's just in cyberspace. You don't want your soul to be trapped into a computer program, although who says it isn't already? Yep. Yeah, we could be living in a simulation. Very possible. I think it was Amazon that was working on uploading somebody's deceased family. It could be, yeah. I can't remember where I read it. I think I just said Facebook as like an example of something. I know I saw something on TV where they had someone. It was like they'd taken like sound bites of someone's voice, someone who died, and I think they used an AI to predict what they would answer to certain questions, and then they had at their own funeral, people were able to ask this sort of replica of the person a question, and then I don't know if it was involving video or just audio, but it was like that person was able to answer people's questions at their own funeral. It all seemed a bit eerie. All seems a bit strange to me. Don't like the idea of it. Black Mirror are doing a new season. I don't even know what they're doing at the minute with Black Mirror. Like, I can't remember where I saw up to. I feel like at some point the quality dipped a bit, but I can't remember exactly where. I feel like that a bit with Inside Number 9. I don't know if anyone watches that. That's a really good show, but I feel like the last few seasons, it didn't feel like the early ones as much. I feel like the early seasons of Inside Number 9, they really went for the horror aspect of it. Everything was really dark. It was like a real dark comedy, and some of the newer episodes, they don't really even do horror at all. It's some of them is just comedy. But it's a good episode. It's one of those shows that really like messes with the viewer. They did one recently where the last episode, not to spoil it too much, but it starts out as if you're it's as if the show's been cancelled and they're just putting in a quiz show. So it starts off as like, oh, well, in a change to today's programming, we're going to just watch this quiz instead. And it's actually the episode of the show, but you feel like you're watching just a quiz. Last week's episode was a game show. Yeah, I mean, that one did have a little horror twist towards the end, and I thought that was quite a good one. But yeah, recently I think back to the first couple of seasons, and I remember one where there was a girl who had to house sit, and it was this weird family in this house that kept the temperature down all the time, and it turned out that they were keeping this old man in one of the rooms upstairs, and they were like twisting his toes round so his feet were all deformed, and they were like preparing her so that this old man would like enter her body or something. It was just really weird and sinister, and I've not seen any episodes that dark in the later seasons. I kind of missed that. Okay, a disaster at a nearby prison has rendered the whole section of the facility unusable. Well, why didn't I have that option when that wall collapsed? Send all my prisoners off to somewhere else. Okay, we have no choice but to transfer prisoners there to your prison. They will be arriving soon. Great. More the merrier. I think we've got room for them. The house sitter episode. Yeah, that was one of the darkest episodes. And I might have spoilt it a little bit there, saying the ending, but it's an old one, so I don't feel too bad about that. I don't know. I feel like maybe I should start trying to build a cell block. I don't know why, because I'm probably going to go to bed soon enough. It's getting late, isn't it? But let's try it just for the fun. Yeah. Me and my friend talked about all movies about the future are dystopian, and for some reason we challenged anyone to find a happy one. Sure, there are some, isn't there? Star Trek. They made Star Trek movies. They're quite utopian. Look at this. All these prisoners have been transferred. It's like an entire gang of green guys. That's good. Thank God for that. I was worried. I was worried for a second that the transferred people wouldn't be these maximum security gang members. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other utopias. I'm sure there are some. I mean, a lot of the ones that seem like utopias turn out to be dystopias, don't they? That's a common trope. It all looks fine, but there's something that, some reason why it's actually terrible, and everyone's really miserable. Original Blade Runner. You know what? I've never seen Blade Runner. It's one of them films that I feel like I would really like, and I've never got around to watching. Hardware. I don't think I've seen that either. Isn't that something about like a killer robot? Hardware. Utopian movies are not very interesting. Yeah, that's probably why there's more dystopias than utopias. Hard to make something like that too interesting. Right, I'm gonna plan out my thing. I'll probably save this prison, but I don't know what I haven't really been. I think you can probably tell my attention hasn't been really in it for the last while. Just been kind of talking away and not really paying attention. But how about like I'll just plan this out. A cell. I've enjoyed the stream, just chatting away about random things that people are talking about, but Yeah, I think I kind of gave up on this prison long ago. I've just been keeping it running in the background just as a bit of visual, bit of visual chewing gum, I suppose. Something for the eyes to look at. I like when I'm building my cell blocks, I have it so that the doors aren't immediately opposite each other. I imagine the prisoners standing at the doors and shouting across the way to each other, and I like to frustrate their efforts very slightly by building them like this. But that's going to work, in it. That's fine. I don't need to build everything there. I know what I'm doing. No, wait. Turn off that auto lights so I can... Oh, God, no, it's... Bit more of a podcast with a bit of gameplay in the background. Yeah. Have I considered streaming on Twitch? Nah, you know what? I keep going now and then. I'll go and have a go at watching some Twitch streams, and I just can't get into it. I don't know why. I think I've been on YouTube since pretty much the site started, and I just feel like I'm so set in my ways now with a video site that I just can't get into Twitch for some reason. I've got nothing against it really. I keep trying, and it just... I don't know. I don't know why I just can't get into it. I feel like there's a whole lingo with Twitch that I don't understand. You know, it's like learning another language almost. It's like going to an alien world and having to learn their ways. I know there's someone on there already called Shroud. Yeah, there's a big streamer called Shroud. I don't think it would make things confusing though. Shrouded Hand is a very different... it's a less appealing name, isn't it? Shrouded Hand. A lot more syllables. I don't think it would get too confusing. Someone made a WOD mod for Doom 1 called The Thing You Can't Defeat, and it's inspired by Everywhere at the End of Time. I've been seeing popping up in my video feed something called My House, a WOD for Doom called My House, and apparently it's really creepy, but I haven't watched any of the videos yet because I kind of considering playing it on this channel, so I don't want to watch any videos and spoil it for myself. Strings, you've been streaming on there lately. I didn't even know you did videos or anything. This is revelation. What's your streaming channel called? What have you been doing on there? I am drinking rum, quite 2 sheets to the wind, as they say. What are you drinking your rum with? Because I do like a bit of rum now and then. Rum and Coke. And what really got me into rum and Coke was watching Trailer Park Boys. They would make their rum and Coke, drinking it out, like cut off the bottom of a pop bottle and drink their rum and Coke. And it was basically like how you would imagine a rum and Coke to be made, but the quantities are flipped around. So it's almost like the rum was the mixer, and then with a tiny splash of Coke. You see them making it sometimes, mixing it up, and it's that sort of quantity. So I got into drinking like really strong rum and Coke cocktails. And I tried to find a glass like Julian's from the Trailer Park Boys to drink it out of. Never did find the exact glass, apart from really expensive. Look at this. It's all kicking off now. 6 deaths. 9 deaths. This is 14. Yeah, great. Oh, good. Do you see yourself as a Julian type character? No. Maybe more of a Ricky type character, to be honest. But I just liked Julian's. I liked the way he's always carried that rum and coke glass. Kind of iconic. And I found that I really liked rum and coke, so I wanted to get a glass like that. A few more guards in. I think we might need to call the riot police in again. I think we're probably going to not do well here. 25 deaths is probably going to end my career. Pernickety Sims. Oh, you've been playing The Sims? Well, I'm going to check that out then. Because I do like The Sims. And I did download The Sims 4 recently because I think did they make it free. Anyway, there's some reason why I ended up getting it. And yeah. Ricky is your favourite. He has the best lines. He does, yeah. I mean, I like Bubbles. But yeah, Ricky's definitely my favourite. Well, that's another show that I kind of feel like I really love the early stuff, and then right after, you know, I feel like now if I watch, because now and then I'll go back and watch Trailer Park Boys all the way through again. I'll watch up until, and I can just about stand the season where, you know, when they get the Swayze Express and they like build a big train tunnel that goes under the river. I can stand that, but I feel like the quality is starting to go down a bit by that season, and then the season after that I just have to stop watching because I can't take like the decline. It gets a little bit better after that season, but I just can't work my way through the season. I don't know the season numbers, but yeah. R.A.P. Mr. Leahy, yes. Jim, what's his name? John Dunsworth or something like that. Amazing actor, Leahy, like an amazing drunk actor. I think it's like incredible. He was like basically teetotal, and people thought that he was drunk on set the whole time just because he was such a good actor. You play in a pretty straightforward, wholesome sort of way. That sounds good. Okay, I've sorted out this riot. Get out of here. This is just a disaster, isn't it? This whole thing. There's hardly anyone left standing. I think I might need to build a... Right, let's see if I can research health. Right, can we do that, please? I think once we start getting like 57 deaths, that's unacceptable. Oh wait, guys, can you come back? Or you leave. There's still some people rioting out here. Season 3's your cutoff. Oh. I find that surprising. I think it stays consistently good up until like quite late on. You know, it's good. I think what happened is the original writer left, and then the actors, you know, that play Ricky and Julian and Bubbles, and they took over writing. And they did like all the swear net stuff, but you know, I'm not right. I don't think they're like bad writers or anything, but I just feel like it kind of lost a bit of its atmosphere. And it was one of those shows that I watched, like comfort watched. It just, I don't know, just felt different after. Yeah, I mean, I know there was a bad season that I really didn't like, and then it got good again. I like the whole blue Smurf thing that they got going on, the liquor Smurf. But yeah, I just didn't like it as much. Just it felt like a different show. Still doing a better job running this than most politicians and leaders today. Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, very bad taste thing to say, but this is basically a death camp, isn't it? People come here and they don't escape. Even the guards are dying. So I guess it's a solution of sorts. I'm getting the money for the intake, aren't I? Look at this guy. He's nearly escaped. Lucky adventurer. Goodbye. This is a ridiculous state of affairs. Get all these guards in. Barry Dunn, Ray, and Mike Clattenburg really made the show. Yeah, was Mike Clattenburg the original writer? Am I mistaken there? I don't know. I'm not really good with names of people. I forget. Captain Morgan's with Coke is your go-to. Yeah, good choice. I don't really have a favourite rum. I quite like that Kraken rum. I've had that a few times. That's a nice one, but usually, it's just whatever cheap rum is available. I don't really have a favourite. Recently, I've got into drinking whiskies. That's sort of my thing. I used to drink loads of beers all the time, craft beers, all different types. Loved them, and recently I stopped. I started going keto, so cutting out as many carbs as possible from my diet. So beer pretty much had to go. Like now and then I can have a light beer. That's about it. And beer was like a great love of mine. I absolutely loved finding different beers to drink and trying them out. I built my whole personality around beer. Really, not really, but it was a big part of my life. It was loved it, but I had to cut it out. So I've kind of started drinking whiskey instead, and I've found that I really enjoy that as well. It's got the same depth of flavour and all these different types of whiskies to try. I can continue my alcoholism even though I can't drink beer, so that's good. Just don't drink Bud Light or Jack Daniels. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't drink them anyway, so. Kraken and Dead Man's Fingers. Yeah, I've got a couple of Dead Man Fingers downstairs. One of them was a coffee flavour, and the other was like, I think the other one was like a cannabis flavour or something. It didn't taste anything like it, so I don't know what flavour was actually in it. It was like a hemp flavour or something. Yeah, and the coffee one tasted a bit sort of artificial, so I didn't really drink it very much, and I wasn't really into it. I think I'm just into the less flavoured ones, just straight up normal. If it's spiced, it's all right, but I don't really like these artificial flavours they put in. Pineapple Dead Man Fingers. Yeah, I'll try it out. As long as it hasn't got sugar in it. I can still drink rum even though it's really sweet, because I think it's quite low in carbs, because it all gets evaporated when it's getting distilled or whatever it is. Scotch, yeah. I like Scotch, and I like. I've been getting into bourbons recently as well. Nice. It's all good, to be honest. Like cannabis rum. No, I've still. I think I had a few shots out of that cannabis rum, and it was. I decided I didn't like it, and it's still there in the bottle, I think. Yesterday was a very dark chapter in the history of this prison. Far too many people lost their lives. I disagree. I don't think enough people lost their lives here. We still got people alive. Look, make sure nobody else dies today, or you will face prosecution for criminal negligence. Okay, fine. Well, let's see if I survive this day. Probably not. Any love for red wine? I've not really ever got into red wines. I recently discovered that white wines are quite low in carbs, so I've been getting into them, and I found that I do like a Chardonnay, which sounds really poncy when I say it, but my wife always drank like she always drinks those like dry ones like a Pinot Grigio or a Sauvignon Blanc, and I've had them a few times and they're okay, but I decided to try different wines to see which ones I was like, Chardonnay, I like this actually. I could drink this more often. Prison Commission are transferring problematic prisoners to other jails with more competent management. He's just told me that I've killed too many people, and then he's transferring me because I'm so competent. Okay. So here's some new prisoners. Please don't die in the next 24 hours. Yeah, so red wine I've not yet got into. I think I can have red wine as well on a keto diet, but just trying to find ways to keep up my alcoholism whilst also maintaining a low carb diet. Yeah, so I don't know. You got any recommendations? John or Strings, if you've got any recommendations for a red wine, I'll go out and try it. I'll give you my opinion at some point. Quite a rich drink, isn't it? That's it, red wine. Look at these. Fresh meat, fresh meat. Into the grinder they go. Imagine turning up at prison and this is it. There's like dead bodies in there. That's a common torture technique, isn't it? Making you stay in a cell with a dead body. All the dead guards as well. Imagine walking past this parade. Blank canvas. That's a red wine, is it? Called blank canvas. Yeah, I don't drink like I used to anymore. Like I remember the heyday of my drinking. I could at university, just getting drunk a lot. Going out and drinking big pitchers of cocktails, big massive pitchers of vodka and Red Bull. Like drinking so much that I would like black out and not remember things. Nowadays, I might have a glass of whiskey, maybe, or a glass of wine or something on an evening, a few times a week. Just for the taste of it, really. Screwdrivers, half vodka, half orange juice. Sounds quite nice, actually. like half and half. I've had some really awful cocktails. I'm trying to remember the worst ones I've had. Like, oh, what was the one called? My brother. I remember I was down visiting my brother, and we were at one of his friends' house, and we were looking through some kind of cocktail app on his phone, and it just had like every random cocktail you can think of, and there was one in there called like Devil's Piss, and if I'm remembering correctly, that was half beer and half vodka in a glass, in a tall glass. And it literally did taste like the devil's piss. And there's also just ones where me and my friends have tried to make up our own cocktail and it's just turned disastrous. Usually, you know what it is, if you're making your own cocktail, just don't do Baileys. I've made that mistake so many times. I don't know why. You've got all your drinks together, and you're like, what shall I make? And there's a bottle of Bailey's sitting there. You think I can make something with that. It never works. It just curdles whatever you put it into. Just don't do it. There's some life advice for you there. Just don't. If you're making your own cocktails up, just don't do Baileys. Vodka Red Bull nearly took a buddy out of commission. Yeah, I've had nights where I just don't remember the night at all. Like I just don't remember what happened. It's such a weird thing because I've never had that again before. But I remember like a couple of times where I'd gone out, and again I just want to say this was me being young. I was in uni, just wild, and not even that wild, but I didn't really care about ruining my life and getting drunk every night or whatever because it was just uni and I was just partying. This was what 15 years ago or more. But honestly, I had a few nights where I'd get up the next morning and people were like, "Do you remember doing this?" I'm like, "No, I don't remember anything. I remember being at this club. I don't remember getting home." Quite a scary thought that you can just be out of control of yourself and not remember anything that's gone on. Another riot. Yay. Okay. Well, we've got to put this down quickly. Come on, riot police. Let's do it. Oh, no. Come on. Quick. What the hell's happened there? Look at that. I thought they'd finished this game. No more glitches, they said. Look at this. Look at this. You seeing that? Yeah, I can see the stream. You can see that. Okay. All right, get in there. This is game over here anyway. What the hell is this prison? Just the worst prison I've ever made. 3 deaths. Yep. All right, fine. I'm consigned to my fate of death. During leave, I used to black out a lot, especially after drinking tequila. Oh, that's it. I failed. Don't say we didn't warn you. You have been found guilty of criminal negligence because of recent events here. You will now spend the next 10 years in prison as punishment for your crime. So this is it. This is my fate. This is my fate. And this guy looks so much like me as well. It's just uncanny. I've now got to live in this absolutely awful prison that I've created for myself. Yeah, let's fast forward. Let's fast forward until I get actually put into my cell. Reap what you sow, indeed, yes. Look at this. That's it, you build a terrible prison, you've got to spend your 10 years living here. Look at these all these dead bodies are... Oh, look. Where's all the prisoners gone? Okay, they've cleared it out for me. I reckon what they've done is... I reckon it, like... Oh. I think because I punched by accident there, they've put me on lockdown. Yeah, I think sometimes what happens is when you get sent to prison, it's like another warden takes over and they kind of clear up the mess a bit. So I guess they've sorted out the overcrowded problem whilst I was being sentenced. That's I suppose that's what's happened. They haven't got rid of the dead bodies yet, but maybe they just left them here so that I could witness what I'd done. The blood on my hands there. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to punch that. I'm gonna get put in lockdown again, aren't I? Okay, fine. Tequila is a guaranteed blackout. Yeah, not a drink that I've had a lot of. It's funny though how different alcohols like can have different effects. Because it's really only the alcohol in there, isn't it, that has the effect on you, and it's only really like the strength of the alcohol. So you'd think like if you're drinking, say, a 40% ABV whiskey and a 40% ABV tequila, they'd have the same effect. But people always report different things. Very befuddling. Let's see if I can just stroll out of here. I'm not staying in this hellhole. Oh, come on. I shouldn't have built this bloody long corridor. There's no chance of me escaping now. Not unless the wonder if I can get out. Let's just try wandering out. Stop dragging me back. I don't know why he keeps bringing me back to this cell anyway. Surely I can just wander out. Surely you'll let me. Come on, guys. Open the door for this guy. That's it. That's it. That's it. They call you Thomas Stalin. To the gulag with me. Yes. Okay. Need them to open one of these doors now and I'm out. I'm home free. Here comes a guard. Oh! Oh! I'm out. I'm out. Okay, and Turner lives to fight another day. He will probably take over another prison. Run that into the ground. Alright, well, that seems like a good place to end. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it here in the UK? Bloody 2:20 in the morning. Yeah, okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that terrible playthrough of the prison, but as I say, it was just a really just to test the live streaming capabilities, see if I still could work out how to do a live stream. So yeah, you've seen me run a prison into the ground and then get sent to my own prison and then escape from my own prison. So yeah, one benefit of building a prison so badly was that it had no security to stop me from just wandering outside. So yeah, good. All right, Anyway, time for bed, I reckon. You had a great time, Anna. Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. I was worried that just me playing badly and talking bollocks would go down badly, but people have stuck around to listen and hang around in the chat, so thanks. Cool. All right. Well, okay. I'm going to end it here. Thanks, everyone. And yeah, cheers, John Ryan, Strings, Moon Ooze, Devoured Eagle, Anna, Lena, Anonops. There's other people, but I can't see you in the chats. GF Hell, Silas Glasser. You're all there. All right. Cheers. See you next time. Let's figure out what's the button to end the stream now. Oh. I set up a hotkey to end the stream. I'll just have to do it this way, I think.